Hi guys, I just wanted to record a video to give you some tips and some helpful information for your success, not only over the summer, but also throughout the entire year of AP Chem. So to start, I just want to show you the website again. I know I showed this to you at the summer meeting, but I just wanted to show it to you again. Here's the URL, so it's sites.google.com/site/PTHSAPChem. So when you type that in, you come to this website. Looks just like this. This is the home page. So it gives you the overview, tells you how to sign up for Remind, but then over on the right hand side it gives you a list of useful websites. Now the reason that I have these here is because these are websites that you could essentially use almost every day, if not every day. The top one being probably the most important one. So this is my YouTube channel. This is where all of our videos are housed. Okay, so it will actually pull up my YouTube channel. Now again, mine looks a little bit different than yours, but for example, here's chapter 2. We could go through, I mean, you can see I have all of these playlists from this year's AP Chem class. So, you know, if you wanted to look at chapter 4 of the summer work, here are all of the videos on the chapter 4 summer work. And then you also have a PDF version of your textbook. I'll show you how you can also get the e-text. But then there's also another AP book. It's just a different version. It's a different book altogether, but another one can be found here. The other big website that I would highly suggest that you take a look at, especially if you still have questions after watching my lecture videos and after reading your book, is the National Math and Science Initiative. And this gives other podcasts, so it's additional podcasts and additional videos and notes that cover everything that we go through in AP Chem. Now, the videos are password protected, and so I actually gave you the password already right here. But if you click on this, it brings you to the AP Chem National Math and Science Initiative homepage, and there's a lot of information, and you can kind of read through, but the big thing is if you come over to the right hand side, you want AP Chemistry class lecture notes and instructional videos, and as you scroll through, you'll actually find everything stoichiometry. You can scroll down chemical foundations. So this is pretty much, this unit 1 is pretty much what you're doing for your summer work. So foundations, atoms, molecules, ions, stoic, reaction. So that's all right here. So that's definitely helpful as well. And then there's just Khan Academy, Bozeman Science, Crash Course Chemistry. Those are just some additional videos that help summarize. Do not use these 3 to actually learn the material. Those are just to go back and summarize and do quick reviews of stuff that you should already know. So when you're on the website, another thing that's going to be useful for you is over here on the left if you click Fall Lesson Plans. So this actually houses, all of my lesson plans are in a Google Doc. You're going to find that I use Google for a lot. So all of my lesson plans are in this Google Doc, and this is the fall. Now this is 2015. This will be changed, especially as we come back to school. But you can notice this is actually everything that we did last year. So you can actually scroll through and kind of get an idea as to what my classes last year did, but I actually have a lot of the information hyperlinked as well, and I'm going to be doing that again this year. And then you can see the spring lesson plans are there as well. Now for you guys, this Unit 0 summer work, this tab is going to be extremely helpful for you. So when you just click on that Unit 0, it pulls up just the kind of the main page for the summer work. Goes over the 4 chapters and tells you you're also required to memorize some things, and it gives you some useful links. The student info form you should have already used. Remember, that was 5 points. And then this lab equipment quiz we'll get to a little bit later. But you also have these sub pages, so each of the chapters have their own resources. So you can actually scroll through, and this is where you can find the PowerPoint, the lecture notes, and then any additional resources. You can see here are extra resource videos that I've posted, just additional information to help you. These lecture videos though, the chapter lecture videos, are going to be what you absolutely want to watch, and you want to print off these notes and then actually take notes while you watch the lecture video. These lecture videos are actually me going through the material, and that's actually how I teach this course. So just like I'm doing right now, I'm going through a video kind of helping you out. That's what I do throughout the entire course. So make sure that you watch the video and take notes. The other thing that you want to make sure to do is you want to make sure that you're using your book. So you want to make sure that you're using your book throughout the entire course, not only during the summer, but also throughout the class, throughout the entire year, both fall semester and spring semester, because your book has a lot of information that we might not necessarily get to in class, but it's information that you need to know. So this is our class website. Again, you have all of the resources. They're going to be posted down here. This AP exam review, don't worry about. This Unit 1, don't worry about. We're not there yet. All you really need is the home page and then Unit 0. Now the other website that you really want to make sure you have is the Mastering Chemistry. This is where all of your homework is going to be. It's all online, so you will not be writing out your homework and turning it into the school or emailing it to me. Instead, you're going to be doing it all online. So again, the website is just masteringchemistry.com. And you'll find a lot of times I might just call it mastering. That's the same thing. So this is what you get when you type in masteringchemistry.com. Again, mine looks a little bit different because I have the instructor version, but if you actually come over here, even as a student version, it says e-text, and I believe you also have study area. So if you actually click on this e-text, that actually pulls up the e-textbook. So if you maybe forget your book at home one night and you need it to read a section, you actually have the e-textbook here, which is super helpful. My classes last year didn't have this. When you actually look down, you also have the course calendar. Remember, this shows you when all of your assignments are due. So for example, the Chapter 1 homework is due June 12th. And again, let me pull this up because we have a little bit different views. So the Chapter 1 homework, notice it's due at 11:59 on Sunday, June 12th. Please do not wait until the last minute to do this. I do not want the excuse of my internet was out or my computer died or it didn't submit. Okay, you have plenty of time. You have 2 weeks for each one of these, and you're more than welcome to work ahead if you want. Anything that's after the due date, unless you specifically talk to me for a specific reason, you will receive no credit. So for this Chapter 1 homework, notice that you have all of these items. You can scroll down. This is the entire homework assignment. So down here at the bottom it says you have received 0 out of a possible total of 39 points. If you look in that summer packet, it says that this assignment is out of 35. So there's actually 4 points bonus built into this already. Another thing as you scroll through is if you notice, for example, at the very top, item 1 is for 1 point. Item 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all for practice. These are simply tutorials. It's just to help you. So if you're having trouble, let's say looking at this, you're having trouble with the law of definite proportions. You pull this up, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of struggled with this, or I didn't really understand this in the video. I highly recommend that you do these tutorials. Okay, you do not have to do them, but they're going to help you if you do, and that's throughout the entire year again. So that's going to be the difference between the homework, so looking at the ones that are for points versus the ones that are for practice. So make sure you kind of take a look and you notice whether it's for practice or whether it's for points. So this is the Chapter 1 homework. Notice there's also a message from me, so sometimes you'll have this message from the instructor. That's just kind of for your benefit as well. But then you also, okay, and if you actually click on the assignments, you can also get a list view. Again, mine's going to be a little bit different, but you also have this homework adaptive follow-up. So when you're on the calendar, okay, when you're looking at this course calendar, notice the Chapter 1 homework is due June 12th, but then you also have something due June 15th. This is the follow-up. What this is this is individualized for you. So maybe you missed some questions on significant figures. Then your follow-up is going to be based on significant figures. That way you can make sure that you really get good at it. And you want to be good at sig figs because AP is all about sig figs. But if you get over a 90%, then you actually are exempt from this follow-up assignment. You're more than welcome to still do it if you want. Get those 10 points, but you are exempt. So that's just kind of the difference between the homework and the follow-ups. Again, you can click through and notice when all of your due dates are. But also with this Mastering Chemistry, you also have this Announcements tab. And this Announcements, I'm going to be putting important information. So like the summer assignment, this just kind of talks about the summer assignment. But I'll also be I'm going to send all of your announcements through Remind. So that's why it's so important that you've signed up for that. If you have any other questions or if you need help over the summer, feel free to email me, carneys@pentrafford.org. That's going to probably be the best way. I will do my best to get back to you the same day. If I can't get back to you the same day, at least the next day. You can also message me through Remind. As long as I have service, like I said, I'm going to be out of the country for a month, and so I might not be able to respond through Remind, but I definitely can still respond through my email. Or if you have questions on the intro assignment, for example, remember that you have this introductory assignment due Friday. You're more than welcome to come to my room and ask. I've already had some people who have come and they've actually worked on the intro assignment and chapter 1 already. And they come in, they grab a laptop. I have a laptop cart in my room, and they just start working on the assignments. You're more than welcome to do that as well. Just make sure that you ask me for a pass. That way I have an idea as to who is coming. So again, if you have questions, just let me know, but this is kind of just an overview just to help you out and get you ready for AP.